guys, it's Kath here.
We're Adam and Kath.
And I know it's been a while since we posted.
We didn't die.
No, well.
Almost.
But we're here now and we're changing up the format a bit.
Yeah, we're not doing clubs anymore.
Yeah, no. We, in hindsight, looking back, we're not really happy with the format we were using, and what we're going to do from now on we feel reflects us more what we want to do.
Yeah, we're just going to talk to you guys.
Yeah, we're just going to talk to you. It's going to be
about whatever we want.
Super cash.
No rules.
No rules.
We're still going to talk about films and books and all that stuff, because we read film. We read films. We watch films and we read books.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be the entire focus. Like, I don't think when we're put together and we're talking about Captain Marvel for an entire hour. I don't think we're doing a good job.
We're not going to list everything that happens in a movie and then spend the last 10 minutes talking about what we thought.
We're going to spend 5 minutes in an episode where we're talking about a lot of different things, saying, oh, did you see that movie? Yeah, I saw the movie. Oh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be chill. We haven't actually gone to see many movies together in the last while.
Well, we saw it part 2. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But, so this week, I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what we did over the summer, all our little adventures.
Yeah, I want you to start off, though, because I feel like your stuff was bigger than my stuff.
Oh, well, if you insist.
I do.
So, I joined the army. I'm going to Iraq. We're going to take back the oil. No. The Defence Forces in Ireland are running this little course called DSS, where you spend 10 weeks living in an army bus. You spend 10 weeks living in an army base doing training with them. Basically, it's half fitness training with the Defence Forces, and then half training in actual college, learning life skills like customer service or food preparation, manual handling, all this great stuff to help you get a job. And
I was actually really pleased when I found out Adam was going to be doing this course, because in 2016 I was actually on the pilot course, the very first course of the ESS.
Yeah.
We were the test group, and it was
a lab rat.
It was a really great experience, and I really loved it. And I knew I had one of the best times of my life there, and I was so pleased that I knew Adam was going, because I knew he was going to have a great experience too.
And I did.
Yeah.
Fuck all the training though. It was more about the trips we got.
I liked the training.
Here's the thing. I'm 21 years old and I got excited about school trips. We went to Croke Park and we got to do a tour, and we got to learn about how the Brits are horrible to the Irish. We got to go to Glasnevin, which is this big cemetery in Dublin, and we got to go in a helicopter, which was a highlight for me. We got to go camping. We built a base. Oh my god. We lit a campfire. It ruined one of my jackets. I smelled like fire for a week.
I did all of this stuff when I was in it too, and I had a really great time. But I wasn't in it for the trips. I was in it more for the stability and
the extra money.
A €10 extra that covered my train home. Okay.
Yeah, she only got €10 extra. I got over €100 extra.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah.
It was good for me. It was.
How times have changed.
The government got generous.
Oh really?
Yeah, for once. No, it was a great experience. I'm very happy that it is actually helping me with life, because I've already applied since leaving that for a job, and I've gotten 3 months work placement now, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, and I'm really happy for you.
Yeah, that's going to be great. I can't wait to start that. It might inflict our schedule for recording a bit, but I'll only be working 3 days a week, so we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
But yeah, also after that trip I went to Harwich in England, because actually, while I call the Brits dirty Brits all the time, I'm a half breed. I have family over there who I was visiting, which was amazing. We got to do a lot of stuff there. It was mostly just chilling out. We stayed in a Wetherspoons hotel, so it was just a lot of food, because you can just open it up and it's right at your face. Here, eat and drink was so cheap. It was just the best time with great people. And after I got to go to London.
Fun.
Oh, so much things to do in London. You've been there too this year.
I have, yeah.
You got to go see All My Sons.
And it was so good. It was Sally Field and Bill Pullman, fantastic. Jenna Coleman was great. Colin Morgan was great. I just really enjoyed it, and I was so glad I saw it, and it was a great experience. I'm really glad I went.
Yeah. I, however, did not see any place.
No.
Because they cost money.
You're uncultured.
You have to book tickets, okay?
It wasn't so bad. It wasn't that expensive.
And so I did more sightseeing. I was going around my phone, taking loads of pictures for the Insta that I still haven't posted because I have to edit them. Oh my god, though, it was great. What places did you go to in London? Did you just stay in the city centre?
Pretty much in the city centre. I did go down to Camden Market. I went up
in Taylor Swift's song.
Yes. While I was there, I went over to the bakery, Coldplay's recording studio, and I was making this stupid little TikTok because I had embroidered a cushion with the Paradise elephant on it. I went to the Borough Market for the first time, and it was great. Like, I went over and I met my friend Joe over there, and we did a bunch of stuff together, and it was a great experience. And like, I went to see the play, I went around to museums. It was a really good time. I had a great time when I was over there.
Yeah, there's so much to do in London. Like, I, however, well, I didn't do all the culture things you did in shopping with money. Ooh, imagine having money.
I didn't buy that much. I didn't.
I didn't even have money to look at things. No, we went to places. I went with my mother. We went to places like Greenwich, where I got to stand on that big fancy line.
Ooh.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. I stood right where Dublin was on it because it marks every place and the time difference from GMT.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, there's Dublin. Well, I'm standing there. And then I got a picture of that. I got loads of pictures of Greenwich University, which I was wondering, could I enroll into? Probably not. But I definitely couldn't afford that.
No.
And definitely couldn't get the grades either. But I was actually, do you know what famous movie that is within?
No.
It's not a good movie.
What?
Tour of the Dark World.
Oh.
Yeah. They go to London and it's the whole thing.
Yeah.
For no reason.
I didn't like that movie.
No, it's not a good movie. But Greenwich looked really nice, didn't it?
Greenwich
when it was getting
pretty.
destroyed. Yeah, the college where I was at, I have a picture right where like Thor's hammer like smashed into it or something. I can't remember. See, it's not a good movie, and I've watched it maybe twice.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't remember that well. But I was like telling my mom, and she was like, "I don't care." And I was like, "Yeah, fair enough, me neither." And then I went to go to the Shard, where I got more great pictures that aren't actually on my Instagram yet.
Yeah.
The Sky Garden, which is free, and you should absolutely go there. The Shard costs money. The Sky Garden is not as high as the Shard, but you're still on one of the biggest, tallest buildings in London. You're getting a 360 view of the city. Like, there's nothing you can't see from the Sky Garden, and it's free.
I mean, I'll definitely put it on my list for next time I go.
Yeah, you have to book tickets though, which is weird. Like, it's free, we have to book tickets. Don't get that.
I mean, maybe they can only have a certain amount of people in at once.
Well, I will say one thing. There were a lot of people in there when I went, and it was on the hottest day. They were having a heat wave.
Oh, God.
And it's all glass at the top, so it's like...
So you were basically in a greenhouse.
Well, it's a garden.
Yeah, so you were suffocating in a greenhouse.
Well, you've just taken up gardens, so you should know all about that.
Yeah, but like, I have a cute little windowsill gardening thing. You were in a room made of glass and heat.
I'm going to go over to your house in like a week or two. And it's not going to be a little windowsill garden anymore. It's going to be like...
Oh yeah, I'm just going to, like, why is half your room a greenhouse with crazy plants that try to eat me? Oh, I was just, really into my gardening.
Yeah, you turn into poison ivy.
Yeah, I had a really green thumb and now I'm green everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, London was sick.
Yeah.
I actually got a keyring from the Shard. It's on my keys right now, and I regret it so much because it's really big and it jangles so loudly, and it's just kind of like, I don't want to take it off because it's shiny and pretty, but also to really get in the way of my life.
Yeah.
Wasted €5. How did you find like money in London? Everything's so cheap.
For the most part, it was fine. I tried to use up when I went to London this year, I only went for technically a day.
Yeah.
Because I went over early in the morning, and then I came back late the next day. So the whole first day I was on my own all the time, so I wasn't like buying a bunch of things shopping, and I wasn't paying for like meals for two or anything. I was just like getting snacks when I was hungry, and I don't have much of an appetite anymore to begin with anyway throughout this year. So I wasn't buying lots of food.
Yeah.
And I wasn't buying lots of clothes because I wasn't going to be, I only brought my backpack. I didn't bring luggage.
Yeah.
So really it was more about doing something for myself, traveling alone for the first time, seeing this play I really wanted to see, going places I really wanted to go. It wasn't really about spending money.
Yeah, I'd love to travel alone one day.
It was a really interesting experience because I was surprised by how chill it was and how I was completely fine spending this whole time in my own company.
Yeah.
In like a place where no one knew me. It was like quite freeing, to be honest, and I really did enjoy it, and I'm glad I went. But then having the safety net of meeting my friend later, and spending time with them as well.
That just reminds me, you know that game I was telling you about yesterday?
Yes.
The woman, the main character in that game, it's called Assembled with Care. It's on iPhone. I think it's exclusive to iPhone.
Yeah.
She's traveling the world alone. She's like doing it. She's doing what you did.
Nice backpacking.
Yeah. She goes around repairing things. It's a really like therapeutic game. The music's great. The story's cute.
Yeah.
It's short. Like, I'd recommend anyone who's listening go play it too. It's like worth it. It's like indie aesthetic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, it's just such a good game. It's like the cutest little art style. It's like a storybook too.
Yeah.
You should absolutely play it.
I probably will.
But yeah, and like, go girls. Traveling alone. Don't need no man.
Well, I mean, that's the only time I've travelled alone this year, because besides that, I did go to Manchester with my friend.
Yeah, and Belfast.
And Belfast with my friend too.
Tell us about Manchester.
Manchester was really great. I had such a great time. My friend came over from America. He was travelling around the UK, and he decided to travel through Ireland too to meet me.
He was escaping that old hurricane in Florida.
That was way after.
Yeah. How did he handle that? Was he like in the area? Or?
Oh, fine. He said it was fine. He said they had worse, and there was no reason to worry. And I was like, yeah, but it's a hurricane. He was like, nah, it's fine. He was just like, nah, it's fine. I was like, okay, just don't die.
Don't die.
But yeah, no, Manchester was great. He came over to meet me. We hung out a lot here. And then he was like, hey, I have to go to Manchester, so do you want to like come with? And I was like, yes, okay.
So spontaneous.
Yeah, like kind of it was the day before he was coming here to see me, and he was like, hey, so I have to go to Manchester. Any chance you want to come with? And I was like, yeah, okay, sure, why not? And so we both went to Belfast as well, which was great. We went for a day. And then Manchester, we were gone for about 4 days.
Yeah.
And we got to meet his friend and his friend's girlfriend, and they were really lovely, nice people. And I had a great time with them. And we got to go to like the Science and Industry Museum in Manchester, which was really interesting. And we went around to all these lovely food places. I had so much Vietnamese food. It was so good.
Yeah.
Pho is so good.
Yeah.
Like I was thought, I wouldn't really like pho because I have like a scarred memory of my brother spilling pho all over my bed while he was drunk because he was coming in to have a deep, meaningful chat with me.
Yeah.
And he spilled it
That's
everywhere.
definitely your brother.
Yeah, he spilled it everywhere. There's still a massive stain on my mattress that looks like something embarrassing, but it's just pho, you guys.
She swears anyway.
It's just pho. But like, oh, it's actually so delicious, and I love it now. And we
just not when your brother makes it.
No, and like we went to like more museums than that, and we went to these we went to this cat cafe, and oh my god, this cat cafe with all these cats.
How
I
many
got to
cats were
pet
there?
them. There was like 12 cats.
I got a cat this summer, guys.
Oh yeah, you got a cat.
And yet it's still not in my house.
Yeah, no, not yet.
It lives with my auntie for now. She's kind of like minding it. She was minding it while I was away on my course, and I just still haven't kind of gone over to get it yet.
And the names are still not nailed down. Huh?
No, because we thought it was a girl for a long time. So I was calling her Fate.
Yeah.
Then we found it's a boy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Fred.
Mm.
But they've been calling him Buddy, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
And my granny is still calling him Rosie.
Right.
So, like, it's like whatever. I really don't
You could
care
just
about
call
gender
him
names.
Cat.
No. Here's the thing. He doesn't need a name.
True.
Cats aren't going to respond to their name. Like, no, they're not. They don't do that. Cats don't give a fuck.
Fair.
If there's anything I've learned, he's the boss, and you just have to do what he wants.
Aw.
He's the best thing ever done. I love him.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I haven't seen him in a few weeks, but every time I see him, he gets so big, and it's like, oh my god, you're growing up so fast. I can't believe I didn't get you for your kitty days.
How does fatherhood feel? You have your cat, I have my seedlings.
Yeah. I mean, mine's a bit more difficult than yours, but... actually, I'm not minding mine, so yeah, mine's pretty
You're
easy.
doing fuck all work for yours, whereas I'm actually watering these plants every day.
I mean, aren't I a typical father of 21 down
Oh yeah, you're
doing
just an
fuck all?
absentee father. Oh.
I went to get a pack of smokes and never came back.
Oh god. But yeah, traveling's been a lot this year.
Yeah, it's like weird because you almost never travel.
I mean, before I would travel, maybe once or twice a year with my like ex, and then after the breakup, there was like, less reason to travel, and then I was like, you know what, fuck that, I want to travel anyway, and I started doing that, and now I have more reasons I want to travel because I was always like, hey, I want to go to this place, and he didn't.
Yeah.
But now I'm going like, hey, I'm
like
gonna
now
go
that you're like free of commitments, like I don't have to go places where we both want to go.
Yeah, I
he
can just
can
go
fuck
wherever
off
I
where
want.
he wants, and I don't care. I'm going off here.
Exactly, like I want to go to like Athens, and I want to go to America, and I want to go to all these places, and I'm just gonna fucking go.
Yeah, fucking do it.
Yeah.
You're in Europe. You haven't left any EUs. You're able to go wherever you want.
Pretty much, yeah.
Except probably not the UK or Belfast, still enough.
I really want to try like interrailing. Like I want to go somewhere, and then I just want to like ride the train to all these different cool places.
Do you know everyone in the EU gets an Interrail ticket when they're like 18?
Yes.
Except we missed it.
Yeah.
Which just sucks.
I know.
I turned 19 the year they brought that in.
Oh.
If it had been 1 year later or earlier, I would have gotten it.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's depressing because I think you get to keep it for a few years. You don't have to go straight away.
Yeah.
So it's like, can't you give me one now? Even then, the ticket's not that expensive. It's like not cheap, obviously. You're going all over Europe.
Yeah.
But it's reasonable because I think the EU really wants people to get out there and see the European culture.
Yeah.
Like try and kind of make you feel more part of Europe than you are.
Yeah.
like their whole propaganda thing.
And like, I have no problem staying in hostels. Like, going from train to like place to place on the train, and then staying in a hostel each night.
It's something I've still never done. I've never stayed in a hostel.
I mean, I've stayed in a hostel a few times.
I'm a hotel boy. I think I'm just bougie. Like.
Yeah, you're bougie. You're like high maintenance. Whereas I'm just like, hey, is this a bed? Oh, cool.
Do you know what's really weird about us this year?
What?
There have been so many amazing Pride events. And
Yeah.
we never went to any.
Well, the day Pride started in Dublin here was the day my friend arrived, because he actually arrived a day early. He was meant to arrive the next day. So it was just a case of, you know, I was like, do I want to go to Pride or do I want to go meet my friend?
We did go out drinking Pride night then.
We did go drinking the day he got here. Yes, we did.
So fair enough.
And I showed up already quite drunk to the bar because he made sangria in my house and it was so good.
Then after you left, your mum drank it all.
My mum drank, like, we had half a thing of sangria left and mum drank it before we even got home, but it's fine.
It's fine, you got drink when you were there. She brought vodka to the pub and I was like, don't be one of those people.
Lately I've been doing purse vodka.
Yeah.
But like, I also haven't been drinking for the last like month and a bit, so it's fine.
Weaning off.
Not weaning.
It's fine, you actually rarely drink, so.
I know. See, that's the thing. I'm not a big drinker. And when my friend was here, he was on vacation. So he's like, I'm going to drink and I'm going to do stuff and I'm going to make us cocktails all the time. And I'd be like, okay.
And then you drank.
I would drink a lot. And
Deserved.
normally I wouldn't do that.
Like, everyone deserves to live loose every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then you got to kind of like splash it out and be a bit crazy.
Plus, you weren't working that much at the time anyway, so.
No, because when he got here, I was actually off work for 2 weeks on holidays.
Yeah.
And then I was off work for another few days after that. And so I was able to actually like let loose and do
So it's not like you're showing up to work hungover like, oh.
No, I don't do that.
Yeah.
And then even after that, he actually went away for a bit and then he had no plans and he actually came back and hung out with me for a bit longer, but I had work then, so I was gone for like 9 hours out of the day.
So you just weren't drinking and he was alone all
No,
day.
I wasn't drinking. Except on like the Friday and the Saturday
Fair enough.
and the Sunday.
And the Monday and the Tuesday.
So just like for the weekend, not when I was working in the weekdays.
Yeah. But like, who fucking cares? Like, I rarely drink, but you know, I went on holiday, I was fucking drinking every day.
Yeah, like you're not like doing it all the time. You're
Fun
just doing
story
it for
though, I
fun.
have stopped because over that holiday I put on a stone. And in the months leading up to that, while I was with the army course, I had lost 5 stone, and I was like, oh, don't like that.
Well, it's almost crazy. It's like alcohol has calories.
What?
What?
I love how people do drink like alcohol like it's water.
Yeah, like people with beer bellies who like actually drink beer all the time. They don't realize how much calories are in it, and they're like, "Why can't I shift this weight?" And like, because you
With a
keep
can of
drinking-
Bud in their hand.
Yeah,
like,
you keep
that's
drinking
stuff.
beer. Like that's why.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, there were diet beers, but it tastes disgusting.
Yeah, like low calorie beers, and they're like, "Why the fuck do I need this?" Probably
Fucking
'cause of
Orchard
high-calorie
Teas
beers.
Light. You're drinking Orchard Teas because it tastes like pure sugar, not because you want it to taste like actual cider.
Exactly.
Why does Orchard Teas Light exist?
I don't know.
I think it even has less alcohol in it. It's just like, go away.
Yeah.
Like, don't play that game with me.
Like I'm good. I don't need a light cider. I'm just gonna have like juice or like water. I'm fine.
Or pure vodka from a
Or
flask.
pure vodka from a flask in my bag.
She managed to hold off that night and not drink it in the pub.
Well, there was no reason to. I was already super buzzed out of it when I got there.
But then, once we were out of it and we were getting ready to go home, we both tried it.
Yeah. And I just remember, like, you
Spitting it
were
out.
calling me, and it was like, we were meant to meet you at, like, 8, I think, or 7 or 8, and you were calling me at 7. I was like, yeah, we're totally leaving now. And then it was like, 8, are you guys nearly here? Oh, yeah, no, we're totally leaving now. And then it was like 8:30, and we're like, we really need to leave now.
I was so worried I wasn't going to get let in. Because they had a bouncer, and I was like,
Yeah.
what? And then I was like going around in tracksuit bottoms, runners, and a t-shirt. Like, I can't wear this into a pub when there's a bouncer.
Yeah.
But they just let me in, like, no bother. Because I made your friend Simona come out and bring me in.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you're inside, yeah? It's like, yeah. Come get me, I'm scared. Come mind me.
You're a precious baby. You need someone to take care of you.
Yeah, I can't get in somewhere on my own.
No.
But like, no, that was a good night. We kept going up to the smoke area because that's where all the crack was.
Yeah.
The pub was almost empty inside.
Pretty much.
And then we went upstairs and it was full.
Yeah, but like most people like going upstairs.
Yeah. Well, to the smoke area. There wasn't really any seating there either.
Yeah.
You kind of just had to stand, but there was also a function going on too, and then those people
Yeah.
weren't that. And what was that, like a wedding or something?
It was a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I think there was like someone's hen night in it, but also every Saturday there's a DJ.
Yeah. But like, oh, there were balloons and everything. It was like so
Yeah.
many.
It was like a whole thing.
It was like very extra. Like, fuck off with your hen night.
Yeah.
On Pride.
It's very weird actually going into there that where we were was this place called Bitter and Twisted, and the last time I went into Bitter and Twisted I was meant to be meeting my friend who didn't show. and I ran into my ex's friends, and I ended up hanging out with them for like 2.5 hours, just having the crack with them. It was really funny.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, they love me so much.
All your ex's friends will probably
No, but
love
here's
you
the thing,
more.
all of his friends, all of my ex's friends are super chill, really nice lads who I really get on with, and I think the world of. I think they're all really great lads. It's just a shame they hang out with them. No, that's mean. I don't mean that. But like,
You're so
when
bad.
I see them, I'm like, oh, you're all great. Oh, it's a shame we don't hang out, but it's fine because I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
And so when I do see them, it's great. I think it's really nice because I can actually chat to them and catch up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're also your friends, dumbass.
Oh my god, what? But what else? I mean, your course that you were on was what, 10 weeks, and you
10
did leave
weeks.
early.
Oh my god, call me out, why don't you?
You have to though.
I had to. See, my holiday had been booked ages ago. It was for my 21st. It was my present. And so yeah, I left early. I left 3 days early. So there was this whole graduation ceremony that was on TV and everything, and I just was like, no, not there. Bye.
Yeah, my graduation ceremony wasn't televised.
Well, yeah, who cares about you?
We were the first ones.
TDs came to ours and everything. Like, it was the
Yeah,
whole
no,
thing.
TDs came to mine.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of like high up people came to mine, but it wasn't televised.
Oh, it was so bad. Like, literally a week before it happened, we were practicing our marching, and one of our corporate was now guys, they're all going to come up, they're all going to take pictures, they're going to pretend they were involved at all. They weren't.
Yeah.
Just smile and wave. And remember that it was all me.
Pretty much, that's what we were told too.
Yeah. It's just hilarious. It's like, go away. I don't think I would have enjoyed that ceremony anyway, because you get so many different certificates on it.
Yeah, and you get handed them all at once.
So there's like, and here, and here, and here.
And you're just there with like your arms full of all these different.
It's not like when you're
tubes.
graduating from college and they just hand you your one diploma. It's like, no, they're handing you like 20 different things.
Yeah.
It's
like you could have put them all in the one like pocket or something.
Yeah,
just
and
give
then
them
there's
back
like
to you.
50 people staring at you, like, because everyone's family goes up, and there's 24 people on the course. And
Yeah.
it's like it just takes a while, and it's like I'm kind of happy I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But also I kind of want to be interviewed for TV because I'm famous.
God, imagine us getting interviewed.
No, we would say something dumb.
We would say something dumb. We already say stuff that's dumb.
Yeah, but that's fine because it's not TV.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So yeah, we got to see It Chapter 2 this year. That was actually really fun because we were gonna, for like October and around Halloween, we were gonna read the book and we were gonna rewatch the first
here's
one.
the thing. We kind of had an inkling a few months ago that we were kind of shit when we were only talking about one thing for an hour on Film Club.
And then we knew, because Adam was going to be so busy and then I had all my crazy health stuff going on, that we weren't going to be able to work out an actual schedule we could maintain doing that.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like, we knew it wasn't going to be good if we only talked about one movie. But we also knew we didn't have time to read a book.
Yeah.
Watch the movie and then watch the other movies.
I mean, I personally have read it 3 times.
I've never read that.
And I'm reading it again now.
That's because you got into the mood.
Well, no, it's just because I really like it and I put the audiobook on to fall asleep to.
Yeah, she's sick.
It's not that bad. The person who's reading the audiobook, his name is like Stephen something. He's like
King?
No, it's not Stephen King. This guy, like, I really like his voice, and he talks in this really nice kind of tone, and it's really nice to fall asleep to.
Yeah, he's just there like, and the kids started having sex, and Kath like,
that's at the end of the book.
Is it at the end of the book?
Yes, it's at the end of the book. By the way, the kids have sex.
Yeah.
Oops, if you didn't know. Spoiler alert.
If Stephen King wanted to, you could just remove that chapter and stop being so awkward about it. Oh, I wish I didn't write that chapter. So just
I mean, it's a bit late now. Because when did that book come out?
You should know, you're the expert.
I'm pretty sure it came out in the 80s.
Kat would probably Google it, but her phone's updating to iOS 13.
Sorry.
And my phone's in a tripod, so I can't touch it.
It's fine. We don't need to Google this information. We're just, like, shit talking here.
Yeah.
Like, I really like it. I haven't actually read anything else by Stephen King. I plan on reading Needful Things at some point. I've seen a bunch of movies based on Stephen King works, like Misery, and I saw Apt Pupil, which was a really good movie.
I think Netflix has a new one coming out based on his work soon called The Grass or The Long Grass or something.
Huh.
And it's basically just someone goes into a field and there's long grass and they're stuck in it. And that's the movie.
Huh. I think that's one of his short stories from a collection.
Could be.
Yeah. Because they made a bunch of films out of a bunch of his works.
Have you seen Stand By Me?
Yeah, of course I have.
Such a good movie.
Stand By Me is such a good fucking
Can
film.
you believe Stand By Me and Shawshank Redemption are both short stories in the same book? Like,
yes.
What a bloody book.
Yeah, like, no, they were much shorter and then they really fleshed them out for the actual films.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I suppose they didn't really need to flesh them out that much because since they were regular runtime movies, they didn't need to take a lot out.
Yeah, it's not like a regular Stephen King rework where they make a movie, it's really short, and it just doesn't cover anything in the books.
Yeah, like they have to take out a lot. Like personally with The Shining, they had to take out a lot of stuff and change a lot of stuff.
Even with it part 1 and 2, I haven't read it, so I don't know, but you didn't seem to think they'd taken out a lot.
Here's the thing. I feel like they kept in a lot of things that were integral to the story, but I felt like they also left out a lot of things that they didn't need to leave out. Like, they changed a lot of stuff about... This is for the remakes that were made recently, those It movies, not like the miniseries. They left out a lot of, like, Mike's backstory. They changed it a lot, because in the book, Mike lives with his parents, and they have a farm, and there's a lot of stuff going on between him and Henry Bowers, and there's a lot of racism, a lot of like really deep-seated racism, and he really explores it, and he doesn't shy away from it at all, and all of this shit stuff that's happening. It's all really out there and actually discussed and talked about. And in the movie, they kind of just changed a lot of stuff around, and they didn't focus so much on... For one, in the first one, they didn't focus on Mike very much at all.
Yeah.
And then they didn't really bring in all this stuff he was going through, because he was a really, really big part of the book.
Yeah, and they just kind of have no excuse to make that mistake of not focusing on Mike, because it's not like they didn't... It's not like with Harry Potter, you know, they're making all these movies and the books aren't finished and then there's mistakes. It's like, the book's been out for years, they know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's like...
I mean, they did change a lot of stuff in the second one in regards to how they were going to defeat it and stuff like that, and like the dynamic of the group.
But then there are also loads of cool throwbacks to the miniseries, like having the Chinese restaurant be the exact same one.
I did feel like I did really enjoy the movie. I didn't like it more than the book, but I did really like it, and I'm totally going to buy the Blu-ray when it comes out because I want to see all the special features and I want to listen to the commentary.
Because she can afford Blu-ray, guys.
Thanks. But like, I felt like what they changed worked for the movie. I can understand why aspects of the book wouldn't have worked translated to film. So I support their changes. I did really enjoy it. Like, a lot of people were complaining and saying stuff online that it wasn't very good, and I was like, but I mean, that's their opinion and they're totally valid to have that opinion.
I really enjoyed that movie. I was entertained by it.
Yeah. Bill Hader was great.
What bothers me is it wasn't scary.
Okay, you say that.
You jumped a few times.
Okay, I will admit, I did get got by like a few of the moments, and I was surprised because like I was watching and I basically knew what was going to happen, and I still got, you know, surprised by like all of this different stuff happening. Like, I still got caught by a bunch of the jump scares. Did you just change my phone to dark mode?
No.
Change it back.
Do it yourself.
I don't know how.
Figure it out.
Anyway, back to the podcast, Adam.
Sorry.
Instead of playing with my phone. But yeah, no, I liked it. You know, I liked the spookiness. I liked getting caught by the jump scares. I mean, I don't think I would get caught by them again if I went to see it a second time.
Yeah. I just think it was very camp, and from my understanding, the book's not as camp, it's actually scary.
No, the book is like pretty camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's this one scene in the book where Richie Tozier is being chased by it, and it is in the disguise of looking like the teenage werewolf from this movie Richie had seen. And so he's a movie-looking werewolf, a little more realistic.
Taylor Lautner running after him.
But basically he's like a semi-realistic looking werewolf, and he's wearing a Letterman jacket.
Yeah, it's Teen Wolf.
Pretty much, except he looks like an actual wolf and not like a guy with hair on it stuck on his face with glue. So, like... Yeah. That's kind of camp, you know? And there's all this other stuff where he's doing actual clownish things, and there was a lot of campness to the book.
I just forgot the elephant in the room.
What?
They made him gay.
Yeah. In the book he wasn't gay, but I'm also so here for, like, gay Richie. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's make everyone gay.
Like, I found that added, like, a really interesting layer to the movie. Like, the way Richie was always, like, busting Ed's balls. And like, shut up. And like, constantly like be like, hey, I fucked your mom and shit like that. And like, I don't know. And then like at the end, you know, spoiler alert, Eddie dies. And like, how that
spoiler
affects
alert
him.
From a book from the 1980s.
Yeah. And like how it affects him and everything. And here's the thing, even in the mini-series at the end, Eddie still dies. But it's left really ambiguous because maybe he didn't die, because there's this thing said at the end by Mike where Richie goes back to his job as this TV comedian, and he brings this guy onto the show as like his sidekick, and he looks just like Eddie. And like, why would he do that, you know? Like, his relationship with Eddie must have been really special.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was an interesting thing to do. And like, everyone on Twitter was like, oh my god, you know, Pennywise murdering and eating children? Okay, fine. Pennywise being a homophobe? Oh no.
Yeah, cancel.
How dare you?
I had the exact same thought while watching the movie. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you trying to out this boy? Like, hold on. You can eat boy's arms or whatever. You can kill that little boy in the Hall of Mirrors.
Yeah.
Fine. You don't like gays? I'm not dressing up with you for Pride next year. Like, you know, that's just my plans ruined. Like, I can't dress up as a homophobe.
Yeah.
Just Pennywise the fucking gay hating clown.
But like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, cool. He's a homophobe. Okay, that's another layer to his evil, I guess. But like,
I mean, okay, fair enough. He's meant to be evil. I guess it would make sense.
Yeah.
That he hates gay people. But you think he'd hate everyone equally, you know?
Yeah.
I'm all for equality. Don't hate gay people more than everyone else. If you're gonna hate people.
And like, they set the movie in modern day instead of in the 80s.
It was just a Gizmo iPhones.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I mean, we were watching and the way they showed the racism from those like guys from Derry in the beginning, and I was just kind of like, this feels...
you mean?
Oh, shit, yeah, sorry, my brain is so... sorry, I'm on meds brain, I'm sorry. Yeah, the homophobia from those, you know, guys in Derry at the beginning who are like being mean to Adrian, the guy who gets killed in the beginning.
Trying to murder him. Being mean, big difference.
No, being mean at the beginning before they try to murder him, where they're being all homophobic.
Yeah. Like
saying shit like, you know, your queers don't belong in this town and shit. That just feels so weird to me in this day and age.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
People, at least in what I'm used to, aren't homophobic like that. They're homophobic, but they're not homophobic like that. Like, they don't... Because so many people would call them out.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, be like, what the fuck? You're such a bigot. What the fuck? And, like,
not
people...
in a small town like that, though.
I mean, still.
No, I feel like if I went to a village and said I was gay, it wouldn't work out. Even in Ireland, I just feel like that wouldn't work. Like Roscommon.
I mean, I personally haven't been.
Yeah, but Roscommon's the only one that voted no to gay marriage.
In majority.
In majority,
yeah.
Yeah, but they're the only county of all 32.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 26. They're the only one that voted no to gay marriage, so...
True.
Don't want to go there. Probably vote no to abortion too.
I don't know. It made me think of this other movie I saw recently, and it was called The World We Make. And the movie is basically about racism and horses. It's this girl and her brother dies. And
sorry, what bad Netflix original is this you were watching?
Oh, it's not a Netflix original, but it is on Netflix.
Sounds like a bad Netflix original.
Basically, this girl, her name's Lee, and her brother dies, and they were going to go on this like adventure horseback riding, and then her brother's best friend comes back to town to like make sure she's okay, and he's helping out on the farm, and he's a black guy, and she's a white girl, and then they kiss.
A black and a white girl kissed?
I know.
Shock.
And
Scandal.
so they get together and they go on dates, and everyone, and I mean everyone in town stares at them like they have three heads all the time. And I'm just like, when is this set? And I was like, this is set in 2019.
Oh my god, this movie came out?
Yeah.
Like this year?
Yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
What?
And there's even this girl, and she goes over to the other girl like, now, like, I already have so many limited prospects, and then you take like the only black man worth a damn on my street. Like, what the hell? And I'm just like, really? Like, I know shit like that happened in like this movie from like the 90s with like Julie Stiles in it, and it was about like crumping or something. But yeah, I know. And like, this is just like, but like now, really.
I just don't know what Kath's on about anymore.
It's just, I'm just like, in this day and age, like, really.
Reminds me of a movie I've seen called Get Out.
Like, I know there's still loads of racism. Just like the way that this movie showed it was so tone deaf.
Where it's so
stupid.
open and like.
But like, no, it's just so over the top and
Yeah.
stupid and not. It's just like, come on.
Like nowadays, those scumbags, like people that are racist, know not to be in your face about it. Like,
Yeah, like
they're
I'm
gonna
not
get
saying
yelled at.
people aren't homophobic and racist. I'm saying they're more covert about it, so they're not called out in person.
And I think that would even work better for a narrative. Like, It's
Yeah.
it's not in your... Like, that just seems like bad writing, where they're like, how do we show that these people are racist? Have them stare.
I'm gonna rewrite this movie for a minute, okay? So they get together and everyone's acting like it's fine until they're talking about how serious the relationship is, and then someone really close to them both is like, but it's never gonna work. And they're like, why? Like, because they're white and they're black. And then they're like, wow, all this internalized racism. And then maybe they have to, like, confront their own internalized racism. Imagine that movie would have been so much better. And there's horses.
You're never going to make Hollywood with that idea.
You're right, I should take out the horses.
Who funded that movie?
I don't know.
I would
don't know.
love to
I'll
know.
look into it another time.
That's just your next research project for
Yeah,
next
my next
episode.
research project. Who funded this shit film?
Just a presentation. Like, your next episode's just you on PowerPoint.
Okay, so I
clicker.
found out all this information about this movie we hated.
And it's just a 2-hour little episode. Your
Like,
little
why
special.
this is shit.
Oh.
Oh, God. I don't know what else there is for us to cover. I mean, besides my health.
Yeah, how is your health?
Okay, so in regards to me and health, I don't have any.
No.
Oops.
You did it again.
Oops, I did it again. I'm nearly dead. Okay, so in all seriousness, I know I sound very laughy and jokey and good right now, but that's mainly because I'm trying.
You're doing your best.
I'm doing my best. I'm straight up, as the Twitter people would say, I'm straight up not having a good time right now. I know I covered in another episode we mentioned briefly I had surgery, and then I was in recovery for a few weeks, and then I was pretty much fine, and then a bunch of other stuff happened, and then the thing I needed surgery for actually came back, like, out of nowhere, and then it went away, and then it came back again, and then it went away. And so I'm currently in treatment for all of that kind of stuff, and I'm on sick leave from work, and I'm in this whole, like, regimen of treatment from my doctor, and I'm at a support group, and I'm at a counselor, and I'm on meds, and I'm doing all this stuff.
To make yourself better, though.
Yeah. Because, unfortunately, I'm going to be super candid with you, unfortunately, my mental health and being mentally ill is the biggest thing I'm struggling with, because that's having a direct impact on my physical health. And it's causing, like, all these growths and cysts and, like, things to grow in my body. And then I need to get those removed surgically if they get too bad. So, you know, I'm on antidepressants now and anti-anxiety medication. And I'm not mentally well, but I have a really optimistic view of my mental health in the future. Like, it's really hard right now and I'm having a really hard time, but I'm super prepared to put the work in to be better and to feel better. And I'm having some good days and I'm having some really bad days, but I'm basically cutting out people who have had a direct negative effect on my mental health, and I'm doing more things within myself to change my behavior. Like, I will take on a lot of things that are too much pressure for me, and then I'll pretend it's not. So I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm trying. It's a work in progress, and I'm doing more things that are, like, calming hobbies. Like, I'm painting again. I'm gardening now, as we mentioned, with my seedling babies.
Yeah, so she keeps posting on her Twitter at @givemefinal_.
Yeah, you know, one tweet and one Instagram post, and then, like, my entire life devoted to these plants.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm just doing things that I think are going to help me feel better. And it's been good so far. And, like, I'm having a hard day today because one of the side effects of my medication is, like, nausea. And, like, oh my god, guys, this fucking nausea has me so fucking nauseous.
But the fact that she's here today, you can really tell she's working through it. She's, like, not letting it get in her way.
I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted to bring my sick bucket. I have a sick bucket, you guys.
That's how dedicated she is to this podcast.
Here's a little, hack for you guys. If you're, like, really into composting, you can put one of those biodegradable bags in your sick bucket, puke in it, close the bag, and then put that in your compost bin and be really good for the environment.
And that's what she's been doing for last week.
Yeah, you know, TMI, sorry.
But no, yeah, for the last 3 weeks we've been trying really hard to record. We just kept on not doing it.
Yeah, we can't, like, there was a lot of things getting in the way. Like, I couldn't because, oh, sorry, I have counseling this day, I have support group this day, I'm dying this day,
Yeah.
I have blood tests, I can't do this. And you're like, okay, can you do it this day? And I'm like, yeah. And, like, I meant to go somewhere with Adam today, and I texted him last night at, like,
2 a.m.
2 a.m. like, hey, so I'm, like, puking my guts out, and I don't feel good, so I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna go with you in the morning, but I will record even if I'm a corpse. And then he texted me at, like, 9, and I was like, I cannot text you back. I was busy like throwing up and trying to sleep some more because I was awake until about 5 a.m. like periodically puking.
But it worked out well for me because I got to get all my errands, so then I was just chilling here watching the Umbrella Academy again.
Yeah, and I wasn't bothering him.
Yeah. It was great, and now you're here bothering me, so it's like, ugh.
Yeah, but you love it, really.
Yeah, I do love you.
I brought chips.
She brings food.
I brought food because the only thing I can stomach right now is like plain crackers. Yeah. Oops. Can't do that. One of the unfortunate. Yeah, no, true. In regards to eating, now I don't have an eating disorder. Yeah. But I kind of have an eating disorder.
Yeah, you haven't been eating well.
No, I haven't. I haven't really been eating, to be honest. Here's the thing. I eat like a meal a day, and then I'm full for the rest of the day. And I know that's not healthy and that's not good. So I've started a bunch of like multivitamins as well to try and get all the nutrients I need that I'm not getting from my diet. And I've been trying really hard to eat more. Like I've lost a really lot of weight since March. I lost a lot of weight in a very short amount of time, and then it started going off again more. And I wasn't exercising, and I was eating, and then I wasn't eating, and it was just a whole crazy thing. So that's why I had blood tests, and I have alopecia as well. A lot of shit's going on, you guys.
Yeah, but at least what you're doing is you're identifying these issues. You're not denying them.
Not anymore.
You're tackling them head on now.
Head on as I lose my hair.
Growth. Personal growth.
I wish I had some hair growth. Given my hair growth, I'm actually tempted to get a haircut and just like buzz cut it all off so I'm not finding hair all over the place all the time. I can't wear a white t-shirt anymore.
White's not your colour, darling.
True, it washes me out because I'm so pale. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm trying to eat more, and basically I'm trying to eat a lot, like a little, like often small things, and help, like I'm trying to eat a lot more bread and carbs and like high calorie stuff to at least get the calories I need throughout the day if I'm not getting enough meals. Because I eat and then I have no appetite, and a bunch of people have been saying to me, oh, you look so good and you've lost so much weight and you're keeping it off and you look fantastic, you look better than I've ever seen you. And even my own granny, who I love to death, like, it's like, you've never looked better, keep the weight off. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Gran, I'm really sick. But thank you, and I love you so much, but oh my god. And it's like, and like, I know
and
people,
it doesn't help that I keep on taking fantastic pictures.
You keep on taking amazing pictures of me, and I'm just like, oh my god, I look so good. Oh.
Yeah, but I'm also sick and not healthy.
I'm also so sick right now, but you make me look good.
But you want to be a thick girl anyway.
I do want to be a thick girl.
Like, what's life without ties?
I want my weight back, to be honest. A lot of people are like, you lose so much weight and then you're like, oh, so don't go back to what you were before. I liked how I looked before.
Yeah, you genuinely looked healthy. You weren't like overweight. You were at your weight.
I felt really good in myself. I was fine. And then I started losing all this weight, and I was really concerned because I wasn't doing anything for it to happen. And throughout the year I've been struggling with that lot because it's made me really anxious because I was like, how sick am I? Am I sicker than I thought? What's going on? Like, do I have a tapeworm? What? I don't.
I wish I did.
Imagine. But like, it's just been a lot of stress and really hard to deal with because I'm having all these people saying this stuff that they feel is really nice, and I know they mean it in a really, really nice way. And people have been texting me saying, what's my secret? What have I been doing? Because they're trying to lose weight. And I'm like, I honestly can only tell you, I got really sick. I had surgery. I have no appetite. And I feel sick all the time. And I don't want to eat. And that's what's happening. I'm not healthy. I'm not getting healthier. I'm not working out to lose weight and be healthy. I'm actually really sick.
It's just a stark contrast to me working out, trying really hard to lose weight.
You've been working out and getting healthier. You've lost a fair amount of weight and you feel better in yourself and your like health, and you've been going on these really great walks, and I'm so proud of you because you're like, hey, I want to make this change, and then you're actually doing things to make the change. And I see you doing like your little like activity achievements, and I say, ooh yeah, bitch, get it.
I mean, while you're dying.
Well, I'm literally in bed being like, oh my god.
I should just do long walks but get you a cheeseburger or something. So
like, hey, I went to Dublin. I went on my long walk and I bought you this like vat of lard. Spoon
just
it
get
up,
that
bitch.
in you. That's so disgusting, the idea of
I got you an
lard.
IV of all calories. Oh my god,
oh
thank
my
you.
God. I just got you McDonald's burger sauce and an IV drip.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine.
That'd be delicious.
Like me eating from a tube and it's all just like, I don't know, mayonnaise.
Oh. You know that meme, the mayo nasal spray for when you're breathing just too smoothly?
No.
Yeah, because it's like nasal spray to help you breathe, but it's like
ew.
mayonnaise instead, so you're not breathing nice.
That sounds so bad.
Yeah, it always makes me gag when I see that. But also it's hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we'll put a pin in my health for now. Like, I'm doing stuff and I'm trying my best to get better. I'm off work for another while, and then we have to review with my doctors, health-wise and mental health-wise, whether or not I should go on more treatment and try different treatment. So far, am I good? No. Am I optimistic? Yeah.
Are you getting better?
Well, freaking let's wait and see. Because, I want to say yes, but only minutely so far, because I still need to be on my antidepressants for a while longer to really feel the effects.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard back about my blood test yet. I need to call back in like a week. And besides that, it's kind of just a case of I'm taking every day as it comes, and I'm trying to build a routine, and I'm trying to be optimistic and not let people and things get me down. Yeah.
So overall, you had a summer of growth.
Tumor growth. Sorry. Yeah, no, I have. I feel like I've changed a lot as a person.
Same.
And yeah, like we've been changing a lot as people, and we've been maturing, I think, and we've been like making more of an effort to reach goals we've set for ourselves.
Like this podcast series.
Like this podcast, yeah.
Like, we've probably rammed a lot this episode. But
yeah, but like it's the first time we've recorded in a while, and it's also a really good catch up just for ourselves.
So just catch up for you guys.
Yeah.
Our last episode that we posted was a Game of Thrones video. We're on a really bad season and we just weren't into it.
Yeah, we weren't having a good time.
We recorded a lot more. We recorded our thoughts on that entire season.
Yeah, we made a lot of like audio on that.
We have a lot of content we haven't put up, and we're never going to put up.
Yeah, we've made like 3 like podcast things, and we're not going to post them because we're just not happy with them.
Yeah.
And we don't feel like they...
Like, we weren't
what
happy
we
when we
wanted.
were making them.
We were happy when we made them, and then just kind of looking back, we were just kind of like, this doesn't really feel like what we want to do anymore.
Yeah.
And like, let us know, like, if you want to let us know on Twitter, if you want to reach out to us, how you like this format, because I know before we were offering like a really specific kind of thing, and now we're just sort of rambling on about whatever we want.
Yeah, it's whatever we want.
But that's what we want to do now, and that's what we're going to keep doing. So if that's what you're okay with hearing and what you want to hear, awesome, keep listening. If you don't like it anymore,
like,
of course, no
here's the thing,
obligation.
it's the Adam and Kat podcast.
Yeah.
We want you to get to know Adam and Kat.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want you to know... You're going to know our very specific opinions on one movie, and then nothing else about us. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, and like, we're not like professional reviewers. We're not like super critiques.
Yeah, so like, that wasn't our talent. We went in a wrong direction.
And like, we started picking movies and books because we were like, well, this one's popular and this one people might listen to. And from now on, if you hear us ramble on about a movie or a book for like 40 minutes, you're going to know we're really into that movie or book.
Like, there's audio that's no longer on the internet from probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think so.
When we were talking about a show on Netflix called Hormones.
Oh my god, Hormones.
And we just talked about it for 30 minutes. And we had the best time talking about it.
We had a great time.
I'd say no one knows what that is.
Hormones, you guys, it's okay. It's literally just skins.
Everything if you've ever seen the Channel 4 show called Skins.
Yeah. Everything that happens in it, the characters and what they're like, pretty much everything, except for a few little changes, is just skins set in Thailand.
Yeah, it's in Bangkok.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing.
And like, you should watch it, you guys.
It's the best show ever.
You should watch it. Like, it's fucking weird.
We watched like the entire season.
We watched all of it like in like 2 days.
Yeah, it was like we couldn't stop. We couldn't get our eyes off it, and we were so invested in these characters. Kwan
though. Oh my god, you guys are never gonna know what that means to
You're
us.
never.
You guys,
Kwan means so much. Kwan was a lot.
That makes me feel so good.
But
it's so nostalgic for me.
Fuck it. When we're done recording, we're rewatching.
We're rewatching Hormones, you guys.
Who cares about Umbrella Academy? I'm watching fucking Hormones. We got Netflix for a reason.
Yeah.
And then but yeah, no. So like, if you hear us talking about it, it's because we like it. It's not because it's popular.
Yeah, you're gonna know that if we're like waffling on about something, because like for one, we're a really small podcast. We're like, you know, we have our listens, and we really appreciate the people who are taking time.
Yeah,
to listen.
I would just like to say we haven't posted month, and every week we're still getting maybe 10 upwards of 10 listens at least.
And like, maybe that's one person who's really into us, maybe that's a few people who like our stuff, or maybe it's people who are trying it and then deciding it's not for them. Either way, we appreciate every listen we get.
Yeah. And
we were really pleasantly surprised we were getting listens even when we weren't uploading.
Yeah.
So, you know,
like
thank you
weird,
everyone who was listening in the last while. But like, we're not sponsored by anyone as of yet. Like, maybe someday in the future, if it's something we really like, awesome.
Like, maybe Audible could like reach out into the DM.
Maybe Audible, you know, hint hint.
Not like we mention them all the time for free.
But like, as of now, you're going to know this is all really just authentic. This is just what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're not going to be going on about something because we have to.
It's going to be rambling and annoying for now. Like,
oh yeah, it's going to be super annoying for a while. We're going to be just talking about everything we want to get out of the way.
But if you like stick with us for that, I think we can really get good at it. I think we weren't, obviously looking back on the oral content, I'm not happy with it.
Not now.
But I think we were polished. We were getting into the practice, into the swing of things, and that's something we obviously lost.
Everyone has like a beginning. Everyone has their stepping stones to becoming what they want to be, and that's us with this podcast. We were trying something out, and then we don't feel it works for us anymore.
So we're trying something new. I do have faith in this one. I do believe.
I feel more optimistic about this one.
I think it suits us better. We're not trying to be something we're not. We're not trying to be professional reviewers. We're not looking into the deepest, darkest, like behind the scenes intricacies of The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Which we didn't do anyway. Like,
no, we were just like, yeah, it was good.
We glossed over that story.
And then I watched the actual first season of Handmaid's Tale after.
Have you finally watched it?
I watched the first season. I didn't watch season 2.
Finally, I was waiting so long for you to watch it.
I watched season 1. I liked it. I didn't watch season 2. I don't know if I'm going to.
I think you should. I think it's interesting to see where they go with it now that they're like completely on their own.
I suppose.
The Testaments came out the other day.
Yeah, we were walking by like Waterstones. We saw the Testaments come out.
Yeah, I kind of want to read it. I was listening to the preview on Audible.
Nice.
And it's just kind of like, oh, I wish I had one credit left over and I haven't cancelled my account.
Whereas I just use all of my free credits to buy Alice Oseman books.
Yeah, you're
Shout
like
out
the
to
number
Alice
one
Oseman,
fan.
who is an extremely talented, creative person.
Speaking of things we were meant to do over the summer that we didn't, her second volume of Heartstopper came out and we were going to like interview her and like we were uploading at the time so we didn't.
Yeah, like she had said she was like interested in it and she would like get back to us and stuff, but here's the thing, she's got so much stuff going on that I would not feel in any way comfortable asking her, hey, do you want to take some time out to like Skype call us and interview you, because like she's got so many deadlines. She's reworking like her like book at the moment that's going to be coming out at some point, maybe next year or the year after. She's got a Heartstopper show being pitched, you guys,
which is insane.
Like, am I going to watch the fuck out of that? Yes. And like I've been purposely not reading a lot of her updates on Heartstopper online because I kind of want to wait for the volume, but at the same time I know I'm going to probably go home tonight or tomorrow and binge read all of it. Oops.
Meanwhile, I've been a very good boy. I'm actually waiting. I'm going to buy Heartstopper Volume 2, and once I started reading online I kind of immediately stopped and I was like, nope, I want to read in volume. Yeah. So I've been very self-disciplined there because it's such a good story.
I actually picked up volume 2 when I was in Manchester because the volume had only just come out.
Yeah.
And so while I was there, I was saying to my friends, I really want to pick up this book because I really, really like this author and what she does. So I went in and I bought it and I carried it around with me and I spent like a decent amount of my pounds I had left to buy this, and I was just like, yeah, I'm so happy.
Yeah. Well, like, that's the thing. We want to support her, and I even talked to her. I messaged her a few weeks ago saying, look, I know we said we would interview and talk to you over the summer. We didn't. We were busy. Here's all the stuff we were doing. And she was like super chill. She was like, awesome. Like, and I was even telling her, like, congrats on the Heartstopper show and like, all the stuff you're doing.
We don't personally know Alice Oseman, but as people who are queer and want more queer representation in media and in books,
we
and
really appreciate what she does.
Yeah, and like her book that she's working on right now has like an asexual main character, and like I'm personally not asexual, but I know people who are, and they're so chuffed about it, and like I'm so ready to read books that are from perspectives of other, like, of people who have a sexuality that's different than mine and like a life experience that's different than mine, so I can know more about what they go through and be more supportive of them. I'm so happy with this like burst of like diverse media we're getting. And
she's written a lot. Like, she's updating Heartstopper every few weeks, and she's like
she maintains her schedule.
Her next book coming, like there's this fucking TV show, there's the book she's already written. Like, she's just out here pumping out content, like, and then still has time to talk to people like us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, thank you, like for remembering us, the little people, the little gays. Thank you.
The little gays.
Because like I spent my last few Audible credits that I had saving up. I got Radio Silence, and I got I Was Born for This, and I'm very pleased to start with those. I'm probably going to read Radio Silence first.
Yeah, isn't that about a podcast?
It is about a podcast. Oh my god, relatable. Can't wait.
But if you've gotten this far in the episode, thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you for listening.
Come back next week where we're going to be talking about things we probably would have talked about on Film Club had we been doing it.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about Endgame.
Yeah.
Because we never did.
We're gonna. I think we're probably gonna recap a lot of movies we saw this year that we didn't really talk.
We're going to
about.
talk about things we missed over summer. Like, I want to talk about Taylor Swift's Lover album because we have different opinions on it.
Extremely different opinions.
Where I didn't like it at the start and then I started liking it, and that's going to be a full conversation.
And whereas I just don't like it.
And still don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, no.
I love Taylor. I like Taylor.
You love Taylor.
And like, I love the Reputation album.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Okay. Little preview for the next one. I'm going to say really, really quickly and then stop. The Lover album isn't a bad album. It's just not an album I enjoy because I feel like the songs aren't something I can connect with right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all. That's it.
That's what you're going to say. So, like, yeah, like, we're going to have a big discussion about that album.
Big old talk.
Because it's one of the things we didn't talk about over summer. It's one of the things it's something we did over summer, kind of, if you think about it. Because, like, that's my whole plan. It's like, things we, like, talking about the content we saw over the summer. Like,
yeah.
We would have talked about it in that episode, but, like, we did in this episode, because fuck off.
Yeah.
Because we can.
Today is like a big, just jump back in, like, we're jumping headfirst into the cold water, we're moving on, we're getting things out again.
Next episode, we're going to try to be a little bit more serious about having a single topic, which is things we saw over the summer.
Yeah, we're going to talk about stuff. Maybe we're going to go on a few tangents, but for now, we just wanted to let you know we're back. We're ready to start getting into a good schedule again. Like, once a week, hopefully. If not
hopefully
once, maybe every 2 weeks if one of us can't make it, or if I have, like, a doctor thing going on.
We're going to try and aim for doing it we're going to try and record on Mondays.
Yeah.
Post Tuesday.
Yeah.
And if it becomes a thing where when I start working, I'm not free Mondays, we will try and record Thursdays and Fridays.
Yeah, we'll find another day.
Yeah, it's just going to be like, you know, we're going to try and keep it once it's set, finalised, it'll stay that day.
Yeah. Like, and we just want to say thank you to everyone who has still been listening and whoever you are, we love you, who want to keep listening even though we've changed format and believe in our podcast. Like, obviously, I'm not necessarily hoping that one day we're going to be a really big, super rich and famous YouTuber podcast duo thing.
Yeah.
I just want to do this because I like it. It makes me happy. And
it's
so
fun.
Few things make me excited now. And this is one of the things. Being able to do a podcast with my best friend.
We're doing it because it's interesting to us.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I want my entire career to be podcasting. It's like, no, I want to be a software developer.
Yeah.
So, like,
I want to be a novelist one day.
Exactly. So it's not like, oh, I want to become a YouTuber. It's like, I'm doing YouTube because it's a fun hobby.
Yeah.
It's something we enjoy. We might actually have a video out next week.
Maybe.
Shocking. If we actually get around to doing it.
Maybe.
We're not going to say much about it.
We're not going to say anything just because, you know, with my health, might put a dampen on it, but we're going to try our best.
Yeah.
So look out for that.
If it happens.
If not, we'll remove this part of the podcast.
We won't. It's going to be a thing like, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but if it does, like, it'll be there.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep trying to do other videos eventually.
We're going to try our best to do everything that we want to do.
Yeah. It's like,
within reason.
Yeah. Like, this is about us now. This is our channel.
Yeah.
This isn't about us trying to be popular or the best, or it's like, oh, did you see these guys' review of Endgame, the biggest movie of the year? It's like, no, it's like, did you hear these people talk about this weird Thai drama show for an hour?
Like, and they were really into it. They were like savagely into it. It was like crazy. They were.
I'm not sure what they were talking about, but it was fun to listen to.
They said Quan over and over again for 5 minutes, and they couldn't stop crying.
Quan. Oh, Quan. It was a really I was invested.
I was so invested in her life.
Yeah. Guys, go watch it.
Yeah, go watch Hormones on Netflix. It's still there.
This podcast is brought to you by Netflix.
Brought to you by Netflix, not really. Hashtag not sponsored.
Imagine if Netflix was a remake.
Remade Hormones,
like
but
what
as
they
like...
did with Death Note.
Wait, imagine...
But like as a weird, quirky British student.
Yeah. So Skins remade as Hormones remade as Skins.
Yeah, basically.
Because they already tried to make an American Skins.
Yeah,
and it was
garbage. It was MTV, I think.
I think so.
Speaking of American remakes, something that was actually I was thinking about yesterday.
Yeah.
You know that Netflix Death Note movie?
Yeah.
I figured out why I don't like it.
Why? Because it's bad?
No, because it's not Death Note.
Oh yeah, it's not Death Note.
It's kind of like, what if
it's inspired by, not based on.
It's what if Light was really stupid and got caught out with the Death Note within a few weeks?
Yeah, what if Light was a fucking moron, angsty teen?
Like, because if you think about it, Death Note.
I liked Death Note because it was a super... It's basically a psychopath.
Yeah. First of all, the music's amazing in Death Note.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can listen to the soundtrack. But you're saying,
Death Note... This is the closest I'm going to come to listening to, like, biblical hymns.
Yeah. Or Halo for me. Like, the little menu team. Oh. But no, like, if you think about it, Death Note, Light's a genius. He lasts so long that Death Note before getting caught. It's months, it's years and years and years. And he doesn't even get caught by Elle.
Yeah.
Like, Elle fucking dies, Elle's gone, Nier does it, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And Light takes years to slip up and get caught.
Mm-hmm.
But in Death Note, the Netflix movie, it's like, it's been 2 weeks.
It's so bad.
It was 2 weeks and then he has to kill himself. Or no, he doesn't kill himself, but then by the time he's done the whole thing, his dad knows he's Kira.
Yeah.
And that was obvious sequel bait.
And like the big super smart master plan that he had at the end of the movie wasn't even that smart. It was super dumb, and the rules in the Death Note are so stupid now.
Yeah, I feel like it's full of plot holes, and I haven't looked for plot holes because I don't care. I watched it once and I never watched it again. But yeah, that's the reason I like it. They replaced really cool biblical hymns with fucking pop punk music.
It was like a synth 80s inspired. It was
bad.
fun.
What was with the prom?
Oh yeah, the prom.
Like,
Light Yagami at prom, imagine.
No. Light. What was the fucking second?
I don't remember. I did not care.
Something stupid like Rider.
Something.
Like, oh, fuck off Netflix.
Honestly.
And I'm just thinking of all the cool things that could have been. Like, if it was actually Death Note in America and not this weird bastardization.
I would watch a actual Death Note with an American cast. I would watch it.
Yeah, because remember that Death Note live action series in Japanese?
Alright, the series I actually didn't like that much, but the movies I did.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. The live action series was really bad.
Yeah.
But
they changed too many things.
Yeah, why was Light suddenly... Like,
Why was Light suddenly a nice guy who didn't actually want to kill people?
Why was he, like, going...
Why was he actually into, like...
Why was he going to J-pop concerts?
Yeah. Like...
I just thought that he was a fan of Misa before.
I know, like, he was actually into her. He wasn't even manipulating her the entire time.
God, I hate it.
Yeah.
But, like, here's the thing. If they did the actual Death Note as a live-action American thing, I'd watch it.
I would watch it.
Because it'd be interesting.
If they did a show and it was actual Death Note, but with an American cast, I would watch it.
Because here's what pisses me off. People had problems with the wrong parts of that movie.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my god, they made Elle black. Why is that an issue?
I don't think that is an issue. The main thing I didn't like about it is that they changed the entire story.
Yeah.
And they made it garbage.
Oh no, Elle's black, fine. That
like,
doesn't
if
change
they're
his
remaking
personality.
it in America with an American cast,
it's going to be black people.
Yeah, there's going to, and like with a diverse amount of like races, like some of them are white.
And even if they keep Elle as British, which I think he kind of was somewhat British.
Elle was a British guy.
There's black people in Britain.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
Like, Elle was a British guy in the anime.
Yeah. So it's like, it makes sense that he could be black. Like, he doesn't have to be white just because he was white in the anime. Everyone was white in the anime because it was in Japan, and even Elle looked kind of Japanese.
Yeah.
Because there was an anime that was just the art style they went for.
Yeah.
You rarely see black people in the anime. And I don't think there ever was a one in like... And that's not because they're racist. It's just, like, they're not really as common in Japan.
Yeah.
And, like... That's just how it was, and it was cool to make someone black in the movie. Like, fuck off for complaining about that. Oh no, they made Elle black. It's like, fine. But they also changed his character.
It's almost like a black guy auditioned for the role, and he was the best for the role.
Yeah. Although I don't trust that they were that good at the auditioning process. But, like, I just think, like, that wasn't the issue. The issue was the character changes. Elle was dumber, Light was dumber, everyone was dumb. They done it then.
Everyone was dumb.
And it's just like, how could I watch that?
So we went on a bit of a...
So as you can see, like...
we went on a bit of a rant there.
We're going to talk about whatever we want.
Yeah, we're going to talk about whatever we want. We're going to go on tangents. It's
going to do whatever pops into our heads.
You know, spiderweb off into a bunch of different topics. I think we should wind down now.
Yeah, I'm ready to stop.
Yeah. Thank you again for listening. We're going to come back hopefully next week as soon as.
Yeah, and we're going to be better, hopefully.
Yeah, our audio quality is going to be grand. We're going to be talking about stuff we want to talk about. We're going to be excited and enthusiastic. I'm not going to be lethargic. Haha, JK.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. If you can't handle us at our worst, you don't deserve us at our best.
And I'm usually at my worst, so, like, come on.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
What, just win awards or some bullshit?
Oh, imagine.
It's like this one episode, it's like, oh, flawless, excellent. Like, they went off this tangent about Death Note. It actually symbolised their internal struggle or some bullshit.
Like, again, thank you so much. I've been Kath.
I've been Adam. Also from Adam and Kath.
So thanks for listening, and we can't wait to record more for you.
And be also mediocre.